Okay, quickly, we need something for the front of this podcast. I don't think we've actually said anything funny for the cold open.
You don't think so? I thought that maybe you just do a quick, Bob cuts things out in post and covers our image thing. Like, how about instead,
what I normally do? It's like, oh God, what is there?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, you don't need to have like a open like that every time. You know, I mean, it makes the one times when you do that much better.
So like if you don't have it, suddenly I think it's like a shock to the system. You know, it's like we're splashing just a bucket of cold water on the audience, you know.
They'll think it's like an extra special episode of Word Rango. They're like, "Oh my God, they started out totally different."
Right.
I wonder what they're going to talk. Oh, still 4 words. Okay.
Yeah.
Still,
this is
gloves off. Okay.
Yeah, but you got to shock them. It's like the Gallagher episode, you know. But if everybody walks away from this episode without the cold open and they have watermelon all over them, then we know we did it good.
Oh, man. Did you just call it watermelon?
Watermelon?
Watermelon.
Did I?
Welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge and comedy. 4 words enter, 1 word leaves and is crowned champion. Our steely nerve competitors, a writer, another writer, a voice actor, and that other guy. And now it's gloves off and set your dictionaries to fun. It's time for Word Rango. Here's your host, Mike Suzak.
Welcome to Word fucking Rango. My name is Mike Suzak. I'm joined this week by Bob fucking Ball.
Mama say mama-san mumaku-san. Mama say mama-san mumaku-san.
Dave fucking Hinkle.
Kalima Shuktene.
And Ryan fucking Lewis.
Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Wow, the beat is pump. I'll keep going.
Wait, does the beat pump or does the beat bump? I thought the beat
jam.
bumps.
The jam.
The jam is bumping.
If you pump it up.
Okay.
What? Either way.
I mean, just get your booty on the floor tonight, Dave. Like, fucking, just, you know.
Get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day.
Make my day.
This is Word Rango, and we've got 4 words for you and their definitions. And we give you comedy, and we give you jock jams.
Yeah, we
just give you so many. We give you so many jock jams, and that's basically all we do. Last week, Ryan, you were out.
No, I won last week.
No, well, by process of elimination, all 3 of us actually eliminated ourselves on the episode, and you won.
Right.
But no, last week Dave won with Callant, and I may as well tell you the other words were Jackaroo. That was the one that should have won. And then Bob played the role of you last week with Tibialo Concupiscent.
That's how good of an actor I am.
What?
It was real impressive.
So you concatenated words from the past? Because didn't we have concupiscent? That's
right?
like when 2 conquistadors...
We had concupiscence, and he used tibialo concupiscent, which meant watching someone put a stocking on really slowly and getting aroused by it. So I thought, okay, we'll let it slide. But yeah, I'm thrilled that you brought that up immediately because it sounds because he's identical.
He's like fucking cheating and shit. And I mean, so that obviously means that's when a conquistador puts on stocking, and the other conquistador gets a hard on.
Right. So this is basically part 2 of last week's episode at this point. We're dissecting what happened. But
so are we arguing that I won last week?
No, you definitely
because
lost.
I did.
You got no votes, and there's a good reason for that.
No, I think Ryan is voting for it right now.
No, and retroactively, Ryan is not voting for it. That's how bad it was.
Posthumously.
So now...
Bob's not alive anymore, just so you guys know.
Ooh, tibio concupiscent.
Normally, Ryan, when you come back, I just give you the first word. But Dave earned it last week because he beat out a better word with his shitty word. And so, Dave...
it makes it a better, conquest, a greater triumph or something?
That's basically how it is. This is your coming-of-age tale. I'd like for you to come of age right now. All over this podcast. Dave, what's your fucking word this week?
All right, my fucking word this week is eclaircise. And it is spelled just like you would think it is.
Bob, can you spell this?
I think so. I'm going to go for ECLAIRSIZE.
Oh,
Eclaircise.
sorry. No, you're
How
wrong.
are we spelling this?
It is actually eclaircise, which is ECLAIRCISE.
ECLAIRECISE.
Oh, so it's
wait,
not an eclair working out. It's It's being de-eclaired.
Jesus, Bob, why are you like taking all the definitions? The thing is, like, you just like cut right into everything I'm thinking about.
There's only so few definitions.
Fine,
you can go with
fine.
here.
I'll go first.
Wait.
Eclaircise.
God damn it, Bob. Wait. Dave, I like to make sure I get these written down right, and I want to make sure that the listeners get it right too. So, is it ECLAIRCISE?
Yep, that is correct.
CISE. Okay. I don't know. I said CISE, but I actually wrote Z. So that shows how well this is going. All right, fine, Bob. You can go first. Go ahead. Eclaircise. What do you think it means?
Eclaircise. You put the lime in the coconut, and then you drink it all up.
That's not a jock jam, so I'm not accepting it.
The Kool-Aid Man is high on sugar all of the time.
Mm-hmm.
In a monkey, the front half of the zebra because the back half is an ass.
What are you?
Aha! Now I get it.
What are you doing?
He's
I don't know. It's like Bob, we're doing a podcast right now.
He's like doing fucking Mad Libs with us or something.
He's reading all of his material right now. He's like got this list of shit. Okay, what do I want to cover today? Stream of consciousness. What was I eating for breakfast?
Let's see. Zebras, monkeys.
Eclaircise it's like a series of epiphanies. It's when you realize something, a sudden, immediate realization. You just think about something and then suddenly you just feel like you get it. Like give you up, let you down, run around, desert you. Those are all things Rick Astley will never do.
That's good.
Make you cry, say goodbye, tell a lie, hurt you? Why don't we hang out with Rick Astley more often? He sounds so much better than us.
I'm thinking about getting him on his podcast and replacing somebody right about now. And that's Ryan. That's Ryan.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Never gonna give. Bob, what I'm noticing with all of your eclaircise epiphanies is that they're all very eclair-sized. They're small. So I'm thinking this is maybe like, I don't know, maybe an app where it's like you have epiphanies, but it's microblogging, like it's Twitter. So it's all 140 characters or less, but it's all epiphanies.
And covered in chocolate.
Yeah. I like that. I feel like I just made your definition better, so that's good.
Yeah,
it's a double team definition. I like it.
Yeah. Ryan, what do you think eclaircise means?
Well, I mean, I think it's, Bob already kind of touched on it a little bit, but, there's an eating contest every 4th of July where a guy, little skinny Asian dude, will eat just copious amounts of hot dogs, and it's disgusting. I've seen him do it with eggs, all sorts of things. But basically, in Belgium, they love their sweets, they love their desserts, and they don't have the 4th of July, they have like the 2nd of September is when they celebrate it. But basically, you get out there and you just stuff yourself full of chocolates and eclairs. And so eclaircise is basically this 12-step aerobics program that's put together by Gunther Haslendorf. And basically his thing is you just have to eat as many eclairs as possible while wearing tight spandex and sitting on a balance ball. And that's eclaircise right there. Hasn't caught on in the US yet, although I would see that it could be possible since we love our sweets. And I mean, shit, I think we could probably eat more eclairs than them. Am I right?
Probably.
Yeah, so that's all.
I loved Gunther Hausendorf in that 1980s sitcom. What was the name of that?
Three's Company.
Yeah, that's the one.
He was the Suzanne Summers.
But in the pilot, he wasn't Suzanne Summers. He was the couch. Such a good actor.
Just come and knock on my door. Gunther's waiting for you. Don't sit on me. Yeah, that part didn't make it. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on tonight. Okay, I like it. I like this. No, I have to go yet, and I like where you're going with that. But I think it's easy to get hung up on eclairs. I think that first E is really just sort of like throws the whole thing off. It's. When I break it up, eclaircise, I think it has more to do with Claire Danes.
I knew that's right.
So it's Claircise.
Claircise. And when you have the size, you could go with physical size, right? So like something is a size that's related to Claire Danes or Claire Danes in her popularity and role in pop culture. Right. Or you could have exercises. Ooh. And I prefer the exercises when it comes to Claire Danes. I don't know about you guys.
So wait, so do you mean like a lot of like? I mean, if you've seen Homeland, it's just her basically like screaming, crying. Is it like a lot of facial exercises?
Exactly. Thank you, Dave. Exactly where I was going. Thank you. She emotes in such a way that other actors don't necessarily manage. So let's say you're in a padded room. Let's say, perfect example of a padded room. You're in Bob's recording studio.
Yeah.
And Bob, I think you do eclaircises all the time, because how else do you work your trachea? How else do you work those vocal cords to get them ready and ripe for acting? You know, you got to get all those facial expressions. You got to scream a lot. You have to.
And we're smiling, we're frowning.
You got to project.
Smiling, we're frowning.
Right.
We're smiling, we're frowning. Drop and give me 20.
That sounds good.
And we're smiling, we're frowning. We're smiling, we're frowning.
So, you know, what do you get with Claire Danes, right? You get Homeland. You get The Rainmaker. I'm on IMDb, obviously. You get Romeo and Juliet. You know? You get My So-Called Life.
That's okay. So here's the thing. Like, we love business ideas.
Correct.
Why don't we
capitalize on Claire Danes?
Capitalize on Claire Danes. Open up a gym. Eclaircising, right? That's a big thing. My So-Called Elliptical Machine.
There you go.
Treadmill and Juliet.
My So-Called Elliptical.
And what do we call? Okay, she's known currently for her role as Carrie Matheson in Homeland. Mm-hmm. What do? We call it Gymland.
Oh, I love it.
I like it.
Or Claireland or something. You know, I feel like we're getting somewhere, right?
So is that like every day you have to show up at at Gymland and you have to like find the secret fatty, like somebody who's pretending to be like they're there getting physical, but like underneath they're actually a fatty in disguise trying to usurp the whole thing. It's a Homeland joke. Have you guys not seen Homeland? No.
I get where you're. I was gonna let you just leave you out.
It's about her trying to find a terrorist in American soil and stuff. God,
in the Claris, the Eclairists. That just worked out.
Yep.
Look,
great.
If this gets me closer to Claire Danes, then we've done well. That's all I need. If we could get her on this podcast sometime, I'm sure she's got some words for us. You know, and nobody does it better than Claire Danes. I believe that.
I don't know, man. Like, she really doesn't have a lot of like things to name exercises after. I'm like, let's see, what could we call things? But I don't recognize hardly any of this shit that she's been in lately.
Let's see, The Flock.
Yeah, no idea.
She was in The Family Stone.
Ooh, Terminator 3.
Okay.
You know, they could work in a stair stepper somehow. Rise of the Rowing Machines.
She was in Igby Goes Down.
Nobody
She's in
knows
Les Miserables. There we go. Full circle. We can bring Hugh Jackman in this too.
Oh,
excellent.
Remember?
Excellent. We're Rango's actor of choice.
There we go. So, I mean, now we've got, now we're getting somewhere, right? Yeah. When we start roping this all together, we've had, oh man, what are the other, look, we're going down a path I don't even know if we have time to go down.
The Claire Danes-averse.
Claire Danes-averse. The Claire Danes-averse is much bigger than we gave it credit for. But, Dave, it's your word. I want to know, what does eclaircise mean?
Okay, eclaircise means to make clear, to clear up what is obscure or not understood, to explain.
Oh,
so clarify?
Yeah, so basically it's a more delicious way, a more filling way.
It's a cream-filled way.
Yeah. So could you clarify that? No,
could you clarify that?
Yeah. Could you eclaircise what you mean? Yes. So
I would think that clarifying something is going to like Yahoo Answers or like how and finding out or something.
Right. No, I was looking up words and I was like, man, I don't think I've ever done a word that starts with the letter E. So I started Googling weird E words, and as soon as I saw this, I just pictured that video, if you've seen it, of the big fat dude in the gym who's like doing sit-ups, but he's got a piece of pizza on a plate next to him, and he's like half-assing it, and he's eating the pizza at the same time. And I was like, man, eclaircise would be awesome if you just double fisting eclairs, like curling them in the gym like there are weights and just snacking. Yeah, so
that's
just
good.
to give you guys a little bit of where I'm coming from.
Oh yeah. Well, I think this is a useful one for our listeners, because anyone can say clarify.
Yeah.
But when you eclaircise something, I mean, I don't know, man. That's going to throw people for a loop.
Yeah, that's taking it to the next level.
The next delicious level.
It sounds like a business meeting where you better show up with like some baked items.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, and I would hope that you show up with baked items when you go to the Claire Danes inspired gym.
Yes.
You know, and that's part of the whole regimen is that you're eating eclairs while on the elliptical, while also making certain facial expressions that were seen in shit. I closed the tab. Well, you know what I mean.
The flock.
The flock.
There's no little women here. Right? That could be our tagline.
Okay, let's move on. Ryan, you were out last week. I want you to step on up. What's your word this week?
Okay, well, here's the thing. Before you guys give me shit about this word, you know what? I'm not even going to preface it because I know you're going to give me shit, but I mean, I can defend this thing to my death. My word is Witzelsucht.
Witzelsucht.
Witzelsucht. And, okay, you know what? Hey, whoa. Patio, that's a Spanish word, but we use that in our common vernacular. And I know this because I power washed mine for 4 hours on Saturday. So, Witzelsucht, same deal. It's in the English vernacular. It sounds maybe a tad bit German, but no.
Really? Yeah, it's like Hitler sounds a tad bit German.
This is a English vernacular accepted word.
Well,
Yeah,
I just
right.
want to point out that, I caught tons of shit when I tried to give you guys a little culture and talk about an ice chest that, people in the Middle East use to
the
transport.
Yaktan.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, this is,
and like,
when you hear the definition, this is
I like
nothing
that word.
that.
I liked Yaktan.
I liked it too.
I want to see what happens with this. Ryan, I'll forgive you. Only because I'm convinced this is going to be entertaining. Dave, I'd like for you to try and spell Witzelsucht.
How did I fucking know you were going right there? All right, Witzelsucht. Is it Witzelsucht or Witzelsucht or
Sooked.
Sucked? Sucked. Okay, Witzelsucht.
Listen,
All right,
it's a German vampire on True Blood. It's Witzelsucky.
God, you're so premature today, Bob.
I know, Bob. You're just clearing out all of our shit, man. You're not going there.
Bob is just Control-A, delete. Like, that's all he's doing.
All right, it's got to be Witzelsuct.
Oh, man, so close.
Really?
But no.
What do we got, Ryan?
Well, if you switch out that V for a W, because it's German-based, man. It's
see, come on, man. But we say Witzel. It's Witzel.
No, but
Because
if
we're in
you were saying
America.
yeah, but if you said someone had chutzpah, you wouldn't, say they have jutzpah or however you pronounce that word. I don't know.
Yeah, but I always say Chanukah. So,
You probably would say that.
Because you should have respect for that culture, man. That's their culture. You don't get to say how that word is
I
said.
think by pronouncing it Chanukah is having a lot of respect.
Yes, it is the utmost highest regard.
How's it spelled, Ryan?
It's spelled Witzelsucht. Witzelsucht.
Okay, yeah, that's real German.
Well, but it's not though. It just is German based, like patio or pizza or.
Did you leave out the umlaut somewhere?
Fiancé, right?
I'm adding an umlaut to the U there. I think it looks a lot better.
No. Yeah, I think it kind of would.
Hey, Bob, you were really eager to blow your load. Go ahead. What do you think Witzelsucht means?
Witzelsucht. Have you ever found yourself in a real pickle?
Not a fake one?
No, I'm not talking about a bad situation where no matter what choice you
You mean like
pick,
inside a pickle?
it's got
You
negative
mean really
consequences.
like a...
I mean really in a pickle.
Okay.
Got to eat your way out.
This one time back in college, I was short on cash. I had to take this, this temp job as a mascot for a pickle factory. It was during the hottest days of August, so disgustingly humid, and it's like I was making my own pickles inside.
Was it during Pickle Fest?
You'd think so if I ever took that off. Oof, it smelled like pickles. Anyway, I was always on the hot sidewalk. It was a company party. I was in the side of that suit for like 6 hours. No water, no ventilation, and I began to hallucinate that I really was a pickle, and that all of these nice, cheerful pickle factory employees were murdering my family. My brothers and sisters were being turned into relish by these monsters. I must have blacked out a little bit, And when I came to at the hospital, I was handcuffed to a gurney. I was covered in brine, and I was also covered in pickle-smelling vomit. That was the beginning of my full-time employment as the factory's mascot, the Fickle Pickle. And that...
That nebulous story is Vitzel. Let's dissect what part of that is Vitzel.
I don't know where to start. I mean, you're in a pickle costume. You are representing a pickle company, and I lost you after that. And I know that was maybe a quarter of the way through the second book. I mean...
And then we took the pickle to Mount Doom.
I guess. I don't know what to say. The show is over as of right now. I'll go next. I have nothing to say, but I will go next. I'll give Dave a little time on this. I feel more confident. It's like picking your batting order in baseball, you know? Dave,
always batting first, yeah.
I know that Dave has the higher average. Dave
Well,
needs to bat
Mike has seen me clean a bathroom, so he knows I'm really good at cleanup.
That was amazing.
You're also
Mike,
you're a little more Prince Fielder, like just gonna.
You're just gonna bunt anyway, though, right? You're just
Yeah, probably.
gonna lay it down.
That's what I do. I just lay up. I'm stalling like crazy.
Susan, come on, get the syllables out of the way. We know you're gonna break it down. We know you're gonna be like, well, which is this?
Well, I already erased the umlaut.
Oh man.
All right. Well, we have the sucked at the end, and then we have Witzel, and man, you know, I think maybe it is when Rachel Weisz absolutely fucking blows it in a role as a
German couch.
Rachel Weisz.
Weisz.
Oh, I know who that is. You're talking about from The Bourne Legacy.
I think so.
The Mummy Returns.
Maybe.
Oh my God, she's been in so much better movies than Claire Danes. Fuck the Eclair side, Jim.
Hey, okay, fine. Witzel sucked is the this happens once every like 100 years, and it's the battle. It's like this. Okay, let's get relevant. Godzilla's out. Everybody's seen it. Everybody already knows the dangers of Tetragram and Heather Graham. What happens when her Mothra-like nemesis, the monstrous Claire Danes, teams up with the monstrous Rachel Weisz to take on Tetragram, and they destroy Tokyo?
Oh,
probably.
Man. Yeah.
Witzel sucked.
Oh no, it's that time. It's once every 100 years. It must be November 22nd. Probably.
Witzel sucked.
Witzel sucked. Dum 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 dum. Witzel sucked. Dum 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 dum.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's I knew I'd get there eventually. Bob, you're gonna cut literally all of that out. Dave, what do you think Witzel sucked means?
So Witzel sucked. So we've all taken a schwitz before, right?
I think so.
Yeah. You ever get your sweat on? You ever just hot box it in a steamy room and just maybe not hot box it. That's maybe saying a bit too much about my weekends, but so schwitzing is, like you get to a sauna, you sit around in a towel, and you just sweat it out. You just get all that crap out of you, just sweat the booze out. So Witzel sucked is basically the medical condition of over-schwitzing, to the point where, your skin will become loose and pruny and saggy. You lose all elasticity in it, so it just starts like hanging lower and lower and just like slides along the ground. It's really hard to get a handle on doorknobs, and you can't like really turn. So it's a uniquely German problem, because Germany, as we all know, is the schwitz capital of the world. They love their schwitzing. They're crazy about it there. It's like they say schwitzel and schnitzel all day long. That's just what they want to do. God damn it,
Schnitzel and schnitz.
Schnitzel and schnitzel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dave,
oh yeah.
They are seriously coming to get you, dude.
Yeah, that
You got,
couldn't
like,
have
4
come at the
stars right
worst
now.
fucking time. But yeah, thanks. Take all the wind out of my sails there.
The cops
Goddamn
said-
fucking fire department.
Ja. We're coming to get you.
Dave, are you on fire?
No, it's just 2 trucks going down the hill
got a
to some
tiller?
fire somewhere.
That's a thing.
We
All right,
can
let's-
pause.
yeah.
Do we want to wait a little bit to let that?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, it's gone now. It's gone.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe we would catch it on tape when they come and get you, but that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so sweating it out, especially in Germany after eating a bunch of schnitzel. There's a lot of different threats
Yeah,
there.
that's exactly what I said.
Well, I know that's not. Dave, I'm trying to help you out here. Okay, they love their schnitzel. They love their schwitzel.
Schwitzel and Schnitzel, you know.
And yes, the thing that ran through my head, and there were many things. Half of them completely unrelated.
Fire trucks. Oh.
About a third of it was about Claire Danes, honestly, still. But no, the visual that you were giving me of someone really sweating it out to like the max is it like that dude at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark? Like, is it really, really melting like that? Or like, you get real pruny and everything, but I feel like taking that to the extreme where it's like painful or where like your skin is just sagging everywhere.
Well, the thing is, I mean, they say that we are, 79% water or whatever, and it's like that's
We're
the
what?
thing.
We're what percent what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you guys over in Philly. Like I'm not. I don't even know what water
man.
is.
I'm 70% schnitzel. So
So you have all this moisture in you, like you got all like this blood, and the reason why the blood isn't super duper thick is just because you got some water in there, like, and if you schwitz too much, you sweat all that out. So of course, your insides kind of shrink, but your skin's still the same. So it's just kind of like dangles, like, hanging off of you there and just riding along the ground and just getting gross. And that's what happens when you over schwitz. So, it's
You just turn into silly putty.
yeah, it's the Germans have taught us a lot of things throughout history,
Have they?
And I think the biggest one, the one that they'll always be known for, is don't over schwitz. Don't over schwitz, don't over schnitz. and schnitzels
If you're gonna
and spitzels.
schnitz, watch your schwitz.
you have to have a good balance of schwitzing and schnitzing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love when we get to the part of the show that's like Philly Medical School with Dave.
Yeah, because I legit think that he actually learned this in one of his classes.
Probably.
Like, yeah, wise guys. Like, you don't want to schwitz too much because you'll be like the Germans.
So we're like, I don't know, 50% Philly cheesesteaks.
10% water. Yeah.
The best. Okay, good. We really saved this word. Ryan.
Kidding me?
Right. No,
This
you
word.
are gonna have to do some real work here, though, because this is German. This is German. What does Witzelsucht mean?
Here's the thing, Suzik. Don't you have a fiance? I think I just went over this. Like, look at you throwing around French words. Like, isn't there another word for fiance? There's not.
Oh yeah. Okay. I will just go ahead and break that off because how dare I have a French word in my life? Is that what
Well,
we're saying?
you're berating me for having a German word in my life, but this word is as American as fiance, man. It's Witzelsucht, and what it means is it's a set of rare neurological symptoms characterized by a tendency to make puns or tell inappropriate jokes or pointless stories in
Holy
socially
shit.
inappropriate situations.
Holy shit.
Bob.
We just diagnosed Bob Ball on the show.
Holy shit.
Wow, this got real.
Yeah. And a less common symptom is hypersexuality. So the tendency to make sexual comments at inappropriate times or situations.
Oh
And
god.
here's the thing. Patients do not understand that their behavior is unnatural, therefore are non-responsive to others' actions.
Oh my god.
I don't quite understand what you guys are talking about. I don't know what's going on, but it's getting really hot in here. I got to take my pants off.
So Bob, now that you know, I mean, are you making an appointment tomorrow or what?
Now that I know what.
Oh, you poor man. I'm gonna go ahead and just.
It's
Yeah.
rare.
It's rare, but Bob is pretty rare too. So
They say a quarter of every person on a podcast, every 4 people, suffers from this. But yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's move on. Let's get to a scenario.
Okay.
Let's do. We don't want to drag the show down by reminding ourselves that Bob has a very rare disease that is going to take the rest of his life to overcome.
Or understand.
Time to take these pants off. Sun's out, guns out. Yeah.
But what we can do is we can get ourselves up and rolling with a scenario. Dave.
Yes.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good. I think you and Ryan work in a box factory.
Oh.
Okay.
And the box factory is on fire.
Uh-oh.
And you only have time to save 2 things. And you have to choose, and you have to reason this out. Maybe other people are involved, maybe not. Who knows?
Okay.
Go with it.
Okay. All right. So,
We got to get going, man. This place is, man, Kurt Russell's coming. We got Backdraft going on.
Kurt Russell's pretty great, but all right. So you can get one thing, and I can get one thing.
Okay.
I know it sounds like there isn't a lot of urgency here for the fact that this whole entire place is burning. But look, we have to stay calm. We got to stay calm. What are you going to get? What are you going to take?
I think we need to make a pro-con list because really we're taking a box, right? It's just depending what size, what material, right? That's all that's in here?
No. I mean, there are other things to steal. I mean, we can take a phone. There's, shit, I don't know, a forklift? Can we get that
a
out the
vending
door?
machine?
Hey,
Drinking
guys,
stuff.
you gotta make room. I'm with the fire department. I have to lay some hose through here. Be careful.
I've heard that one before. So is this guy going to give us time? What do we need to do here?
Well,
We gotta get
I
out
would
of
say
here.
we actually have extra time now. I mean, this guy's probably going to take care of this fire in a second. So, yeah, let's talk about the pros and cons. I mean, what would the pro of taking a box be? I mean, nostalgia, of course. We'd get to have fond memories of this job we once had together at the box factory before it burned down, but
Think
then
how
again-
rare it's going to be. I mean, you'll get a box out of like the last burning. I mean, sure, there's other boxes everywhere, but I mean, no one's gonna have like one of our boxes that survive, except for all the people we send them to before. But I mean, you know what I mean, like, right? It's this.
Well, here's the thing. Let me blow your mind here. What if we get a box and then we get a smaller box and we put that box in the other box? We get 2 boxes. We double our investment. I mean, at this point, it's all profit. We're going to make a lot of money on eBay on this box.
This is like a Polish nesting doll situation.
Yeah, and if I do that and then you do that, we've got 4 boxes. That right there, 4 boxes? I mean, at that point,
That's a startup.
yeah, we're living on a
I'm
boat.
fire. I'm getting real close.
Oh man, that sounds menacing.
Why does that fire look like a cane and it kind of wants to yank us off a stage right now?
I have a goatee. I don't understand.
I'm a fire. You're almost dead.
So I guess, I mean, as good as the boxes say, it is Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, and she's upstairs in the playroom. So I should probably get her. I guess. I don't know. I mean,
that you didn't mention that before. And my wife's here too. So yeah. Well.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hey guys, I'm with the fire department again. You really shouldn't go inside.
Hey, fire department guy. What are the odds that people?
Oh, just go inside.
Okay,
Just go.
cool. Thanks. All right. So I think this was a success.
I think so too. I
think tragedy is pretty hilarious.
And scene? Like, I mean,
The fire sounded real. I could feel the heat.
The fire was menacing.
Okay, so now this is the part of the show where I grade you guys. I
thanks.
believe I'm gonna give you each a B plus, B plus, A minus.
Okay.
You only had so much to work with there. Honestly, not easy.
Boxes.
I think the missed opportunity was sweating it out in the Witzelschutz.
Schwitzen. We didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
no,
If there's
you
one
didn't-
thing that fire destroys, it's moisture. So if we got all the moisture out of our body, we could have just walked right through, no problem.
And you didn't incorporate Claire Danes at all, and that's a real check. So we're probably going to lean more towards B plus this time, but you know what? Passing, still want to put it up in the fridge. It's good stuff. It's great. Pretty proud. Good work today, everybody. Let's move on. Let's get my shit this week. My word this week is Gymkhana.
Oh. I kind of actually know what this is.
Yeah, fuck you.
So a buddy of mine is like really into cars, and Gymkhana, which I can spell for you right now if you'd like, is
Go for it.
Gymkhana, I believe.
That is correct, and I'm not liking this.
Yeah. So Gymkhana is like, if you go on YouTube, it's pretty cool. There's this guy Ken Block who like drives a car and like races around in it. And if you go on YouTube and Google it, it's this guy doing like insane jumps in the desert and like just getting silly with a Ford Focus, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's I think that's actually what Gymkhana is. I didn't know that was a real word until today. I thought it was like a marketing thing, but thanks.
You're totally wrong.
Thanks for that, Mike. What is it?
Uh-oh.
What is
Wrong.
it, Bob?
This one time I experienced Gymkhana personally. I was in the jungle, and that was a different time. I experienced Gymkhana. I was in outer space, and I was in a cave. Yeah, that's it, cave. Look, don't pressure me. I've done lots of things in my life. Sometimes I get confused due to all the toxins I was pumped full of during my time in the CIA secret project. Anyway, I was spelunking in this cave, looking for the treasure from the Goonies. I heard this moaning in a side cave, and I wanted to help out, see if somebody was hurt or needed help or had been crushed by my treasure, mine. So I was concerned. Anyway, when I rounded the corner, much to my surprise, I saw this cute, fuzzy baby bear. So precious. I thought, hey, little guy, we should get you out of this cold, damp cave. I bet somebody's looking for you. Just then, from behind me, I heard this bellowing wail of a mama bear. I turned just in time to see that oddly the bear had a name tag with "Hello, my name is Doris" written on it. I'm pretty sure I was murdered by that bear that day.
What?
But I woke up in the hospital a day later, and the doctor told me my colonoscopy turned out just fine. That is Gymkhana.
See, Bob doesn't define words; he experiences words.
He does experience words.
Life is meant to be experienced.
I feel like he tells a story for every letter and word. You know,
maybe he's probably doing something super intricate, like talking to us in code or something like that. Like every scenario starts with the letter that spells where Nicolas Cage can find the buried treasure in the Smithsonian.
Right, like half the time he's really being held captive, and he's like blinking twice.
He really wants us to save him.
Yeah.
He's like running low on nutrients.
G is for the time I said Goonies. Y is wondering why I am here.
Oh, he's gonna spell gynecologist.
Yeah, I think he was.
I think he was going Euro, but then
whatever. Bob is currently being held captive in a discotheque, and
that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he was in a colonoscopy appointment the whole time. I think that's where we went with that.
Stuffed bear that got killed.
So Dave, do you are you sure about this definition?
Well, no,
sure
I'm just telling you no, that's not my definition. I'm just telling you what it is. That's like a thing. I'm trying to enrich your life.
Are you sure, Dave?
Yes,
that you don't want to.
What? Huh?
You sure want to have a fucking definition? Something funnier?
Yes, I do. I just said that. Yes.
Wait, he's getting a take back? What's going on here?
No, there's no take backs. I'm enriching your life in a tangible way, in a way that's very much the antithesis of how Bob, quote unquote, enriches your life.
Oh, you want me to enrich your life? Okay, Gymkhana, it's a place to work out where Khan from Star Trek works out as well. He's one of the lead teachers.
Okay.
And the first thing he teaches you is to just yell his name. Khan!
I figured it would happen, and I don't regret it.
Yeah. Well, it's like Zumba for super nerdy people.
Just don't share any machines with them where you have to put your head down on it, because those earwigs. No thanks.
That's very good, Kirk. Give me two more. Khan! All right, now you slipped into a little Claire Danes there.
Yeah, give me one more of your Claire Danes.
Give me a Claire Danes one.
Slowly, Word Rango is just becoming Bob Ball's promo reel.
I know. What do you mean slowly? I feel like that was what's been happening this whole time.
Sprinting towards his promo reel.
I mean, like, we've counted up I think the other night, Bob and I counted up how many different fucking, like, voices he has, and it really is, we really have reached the point where it's enough for him to do the Bob Ball show. So it's only a matter of time before he does work all of us out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, Jim Connor, I'm sorry, Bob, that is a delightful definition, but it is in fact wrong. Jim Connor is actually a special secret written language that only PE teachers know. It's something that you learn when you take over the job as a gym teacher or a PE teacher. You basically learn this weird kind of Sanskrit that hasn't been used for a long time, and it's this kind of old dead language, and only this one specific because like Jim and Kana, which is like the Japanese words. That's what they call their letters. They're kanas.
Kanji, but it's like Jim Kana.
Yeah, well,
It's
there's kanji and kana. Kanji is like the male words, and kana is like the female words. Read a book, guy. Read a book.
Oh shit, man.
So that's what we're talking about.
Oh man, that's right. Okay.
All right. Wow. I'm trying to imagine what sorts of words, what sorts of gestures that PE teachers would use in their own special language.
Dodgeball based.
A lot of it's dodgeball, kickball based. Maybe those little fucking scooter things that people ride around.
Yeah. What are those called? Those things are awesome.
Those things are great.
Like turtle scooters or something like that?
And I mean, what are you learning in that day of PE? Like you go to class and then it's like, here, yeah, just scoot around on these and get your finger caught under it. Cry for about 5 minutes, okay?
Did gym teachers invent wingdings?
They probably did.
Could have, but I feel like that would be appropriate.
The parties of fonts. We had a whole thing with wingdings. I can't even. Yeah,
you know whose word that was?
I don't remember, honestly.
Let's hear about it.
Me.
Is that you? Is that a Bob Ball joint? We've done so many, man. Like, it's crazy. And Jim Con is a whole other bag of tricks. And Ryan, I think, Jim Conna, we still need to get your thing for it, don't we? Your guess?
Yeah, because I think Dave and Bob each had like 5 definitions.
They did.
But
Can you
hey,
limit
whatever,
yourself
guys.
to maybe one? Could you try that?
I'll try to keep it under one definition this time, guys, just because of the rules and stuff. So Jim Conna, like, where I'm from and also probably where Dave's from, I guess maybe Bob too. Suzik, man, you're left out of this one. We live in marijuana states. A lot of pot shops going up all around my house and just everywhere in Washington, and San Francisco has them as well. And, you got these entrepreneurs that come out and they're trying to, kind of take advantage of all these new laws that are being passed, or actually, decriminalization. A big kind of strain of marijuana, it's called Lacana. It's a pretty popular strain of marijuana. And there's an entrepreneur who thought, well, people that smoke pot, they love eating goodies. They love eating snacks and treats. Why don't we just make marijuana into the snacks that they eat so they don't even have to smoke it? Introducing Slim Jim's Lacana mixed together for the first time. Snap into a Jim Conna. We don't have Macho Man anymore, but shit, man.
That would just blow a pothead's mind. Are you kidding me?
I was just gonna say, like, I think the majority of our silence is just us being perplexed at the idea right now. Oh, dude.
I think it's a win. I mean,
that's a definite.
You have alcohol-scented candles. Why would you not just have THC-filled fucking Slim Jims? I mean, right?
That's
you're not getting drunk off the candles. It's just because you want the pleasant smell of like
Sambuca
no.
You can get drunk on those candles.
Yeah, you get drunk on those candles. Like, dude, that's what makes the fucking thing happen, Dave. You're out of the business, man. You think you just smell that shit?
I'm going to start the O'Doul's Candle Company. Thank you very much.
No, I don't think, Dave. I don't think you're in sales, so you don't need to worry too much about that.
I am creative side.
You're creative, but it's okay. I'll forgive you for that. But
thank you.
But just imagine though, if we could combine those two properties. I mean, imagine if you're like a burnout that is that is in a car, hotboxing the car with alcohol-flavored scented candles, and you're also eating your gymkhana at the same time. That's just mind-blowing, and it's just... Yeah, I mean, preferably you're parked, because holy shit.
Yeah, you got some problems.
Now, where does Macho Man come into this?
It's true. Like, that's the thing. If he's on those commercials, it's going to be like a Tupac situation. It's really going to blow pieheads' minds. They're like, didn't that dude die like 2 years ago?
Right.
And isn't it true that I'm both eating the Slim Jim and getting high at the same time?
Ooh, yeah, I'm a hologram.
Turn to the THC.
Snip into a gymkhana.
Pass me the cheddar popcorn. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's got to be certain ways to market this. I mean, but like very subversively, you know, because it's really hard to have a product like this be super successful and only really have it limited to like 2 states, you know? That's part of it, is that you have to have, there are these laws too that you have to consider when you're selling gymkhana.
Yeah, but I feel like the floodgates are opening, man. Like here's the thing, they legalize it, and then Gymkhana comes out, and they're like, oh shit, we're going to eat these things anyway. Let's just legalize it everywhere, because who doesn't love a tasty Slim Jim?
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
I think we're going about it all wrong.
Yeah. We got to move on. There's only so much time we have left in the night.
Quickly, there's no time.
Thank you, Bob. Gymkhana. I will tell you guys the definition. It is, according to Google, a day event comprising races and other competitions between horse riders or car drivers. So, yeah, thanks for fucking spoiling it, Dave.
But it wasn't
Spoilers,
a race, it was
everyone.
just him driving around just being a jerk to the desert in a car.
Wait,
So-
Dave actually gave the real definition?
Yeah, I
Dave?
apparently gave
That
like,
is terms for like freaking dick kicking or something.
and what's up
No.
is down. Cats are dogs.
No, but, you know, it's fine because, yeah, it's a little bit more broad than what you were thinking. And I think one of the things I liked is it can be races and other competitions between horse riders or car drivers. So, I mean, it's not just cars, but we could bring the horses into the mix too with the Gymkhana. I mean, why not horses versus cars? You know, why not play a little chicken? One guy's on a horse, another guy's on a car, dare you to move. And then it's like,
Tell you who's
giddy
gonna
up,
win.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Come on, Seabiscuit. We're not going to
The world
move.
is not ready.
And of course, the horse just explodes into like 5 different pieces.
Secretariat versus a Subaru.
I mean, that's the sort of thing I'm thinking of, you know?
Yeah.
So that's Gymkhana. We got to get one more word in yet. Bob, you're last up. What's your word this week?
My winning word this week is sesquipedalian. Sesquipedalian.
Nice.
Sesquipedalian?
Wow, look at you. Gold star.
Did I really get that?
You did.
I don't even remember how I did.
Sesquipedalian.
Sesquipedalian. Okay, cool. Wow. How the hell did that happen?
Sesquipedalian.
Wow.
Lots of letters.
So many letters. I don't know where to start. So that means, Ryan, you're going first. What do you think sesquipedalian means?
I'm going to do a Mike Suzik style break this shit down, all right?
Break it down.
Pick for the hand. Okay. No, so Sesqua reminds me of like a sesquicentennial, which I believe is like the 150th year.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, sesquipedalian is the 150th time that the pedal goes around on a bike when you're riding a bicycle.
Boring.
I know, but it's true though.
Terrible.
Next.
No, but you know what? I get where you're going, and where you're going is forward like a bike. So,
Like a bicycle and pedaling. And here's the thing. Why didn't I just be Dave and fucking look up the definition and like, we're like, oh, it's a street car. And Suzik's like, oh, you sure you don't want to change your definition? Because I have a penis in my mouth. Like, I mean,
all right. Well,
it's a tough word.
it is. It's a tough word. This is why I'm not a huge fan of these long words because, God, I don't even know where to start. You know,
At the beginning?
Fuck you, Bob. You don't even get to talk right now. No, you do. I'm kidding. I'm so sorry.
Claire.
I'll just do a little exercise. Smile, frown, smile, frown.
Well, we have the Sesqua. I feel like the SES is something that is just, it's really just like you knock that off, because I feel like that's just not really a substantial part of this word. And
it's just there to throw you off.
It is. And the alien, I feel like at the end isn't really. So you have this quip and quipped, and I feel like sesquipedalian is a person that has a tendency to throw little quips in on conversations they're not a part of. So let's say that you're at a grocery store. You're overhearing two people talk about, I don't know, they're talking about politics or something, let's say sports, I don't know. And here's a third person. This third person does not know these other two. And this sesquipedalian bastard is like, oh, yeah, right? Thanks, Obama, or something, like a little quip, and that's about it, and they kind of back out, And it's this weird, awkward moment where people have to address the fact that someone just butted into their conversation. And on top of it, I think the other part of it is that they also remove themselves so quickly that they can't be reprimanded. So they never really learn from their bad behavior. That's what makes them a sesquipedalian, because it's just this person that always manages to just kind of get in and get out. It's almost like a conversation thief, Like the best ones are the ones that can get in there and then they're out before you even realize it, And
Tom Cruise Mission Impossible stuff.
Yeah, it's like Mission Impossible, but with Claire Danes, and they're like, it's so quick,
of course,
you just don't see it coming. And we all know these sorts of people, right? I mean, you see them everyone, and it's not all the time. It is kind of a special case, but you see this all the time with people that just sort of, maybe they listen for a little while, they get a sense for what's going on, and next thing you know, they're part of the whole thing. And how do you address it when you're one of the first two people? Because you have some of the people where they feel compelled to sort of then, body language-wise, turn their hips a little bit and turn maybe their direction to face the third person and suddenly invite them into the conversation in a sense, like as part of a social cue, And that's, you don't want to treat sesquipedalians that way. I mean, what you want to do, I think the best approach, and I want to just address this off the bat for everybody that's listening, the best approach is to ignore everything they said. They'll realize that their little barb had literally no meaning it was just flat air that had no meaning in the world whatsoever. And then they can think about that. They can stew on that for the rest of the day before they find another conversation to crash. That's a sesquipedalian. That's the whole moment. That's that person. And there's just way too much of it in the world. That's that. I hate those sorts of people. That's what this is.
Next time you see a sesquipedalian, you just tag them right in the nuts.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's say, you could get really aggressive with it. But see, the thing is if you totally ignore them, then it seems like they might come at you with a different quip later. You ignore them again, and then they just keep coming at you with quips until you're having a conversation with them, and then you become best friends and pen pals, and then you go to lunch with each other. I mean, that's really the way to solve it, because they just want to be a cock. But
that's best case scenario that you're going to become friends with them.
Yeah, but it's likely though.
Well, then maybe you too are a sesquipedalian.
Let's get another definition in here. Dave, what do you think sesquipedalian means?
All right, so here's the thing. It's not anything as complex as that. It's actually very simple. Sesquipedalian is a cotillion for centaurs. So basically, centaurs, they need to mingle, they need to have high society events, they need to find love, they need to do all the things we do, except just with half a horse body. So
and the things horses do.
Yeah, and also the things horses do. They need to be reshoed every 2 weeks or so. But a sesquipedalian is a cotillion for centaurs to, walk around or clap around, and how would a centaur dance though? I'm trying to think of that right now, and I envision a lot of people get kicked in the chest and dying.
Yeah, it's likely.
man, I want to explore Centaur stuff so much more.
I just like
That is
I
an
seriously
untapped, yeah.
I just like a freaking like just like a ton of centaurs on a dance floor doing the electric slide. I mean, how amazing would that be? Just all in sync. You can do it.
That's great. Bob, I want to know, what does sesquipedalian mean?
I really want it to be the centaur thing now,
Right.
but sesquipedalian means having many syllables, or given to or characterized by the use of long words.
Oh,
So
okay.
the sesquipedalian in the room, Ryan,
Yeah, but it's been you these last 2 weeks.
staring at you, straight at you. I have to look these words up. I don't even know what these words mean.
I don't
know what words
I don't think
mean.
Ryan knows what
I
his
just say
words
them.
mean either. I think Ryan just throws a bunch of vowels and consonants into a hat. Maybe every once in a while an umlaut and some other fucking accents, and just sees what happens, you know?
Let my kids tap dance on my keyboard and stuff. Oh, that looks like an interesting word. Let's do this thing.
But the fun part of sesquipedalian, if you put it together from the Latin, it literally means a foot and a half long.
Oh. Like my words.
That's
Yes,
great.
the words.
All right, good. So lots of run me through the actual definition again, real quick. It's marked by a lot of letters and stuff, right?
No, having many syllables.
Many syllables.
It's
okay.
almost like you're listening, or
I'm not.
given to
Not at all.
or characterized by the use of long words.
Okay. The centaurs. Got it. Good. All right, let's get a scenario. Real quick. Like real to real quick. This one probably involves, by process,
Centaurs.
Anybody have any ideas quick? Like something we could just throw out
Yeah,
there?
I mean, here's the thing, Dave. You and Bob are at the Centaur Cotillion,
All right.
and Bob and Mike are dancing together, and you have a crush on Mike, and you have been a wallflower this whole time, and you're trying to get up the chutzpah to go and ask Mike to dance.
Okay.
But Bob's like super aggressive, and also he is going to try to kick you in the chest.
Hey, bro. Why don't you go get me a cocktail and get out of here? I'm with my lady.
Oh my God!
Hey,
Are you that centaur from the Wallflowers?
Jacob Dylan. Yes, that is I.
Come and try a little. Nothing is forever.
Yeah,
There's got
that's
to
not
be
cool. Don't do
something better than in the middle. That guy.
No, you're
Hey,
thinking.
little pony, you got my ode and tonic?
No, actually,
Go get that for me.
you're thinking of the wrong band. I'm the guy that sang "Sex and Candy." You know, the song "Sex and Candy" by the Wallflowers. That's me,
Oh.
Jacob Dylan.
You're I've heard that line before. I hate to break it to you, but I'm with my man here. And look, he's got mighty strong hind legs, I must say.
Yeah, well, he's half a man if I've ever seen one.
Ooh, that's a sick burn. I like the cut of your hooves. Hey,
Well-
babe. You know, he really wants to cut in here for a dance. What are you gonna do about that? I like when you fight over me.
Hey, little pony. Hey, my little pony. You know what's 4 feet tall and got my foot in his chest?
What? I don't know.
I'm talking to the other little pony.
Oh.
Guy. It's a guy. It's a guy. You're gonna kick a guy. You wait, me? You gonna kick me?
Hey, girl horse I'm dancing with.
What? What?
You know it's a little taller than him and got my foot in its chest?
What? Ow! Oh my lord! That was unnecessary! Ah!
I'm aggressive.
You bruised my breastbone. You're a fucking gymkhana is what you are. You've been working out at the gymkhana, and this guy here is a sesquipedalian. There, I just locked this up. Way to go, me. I mean, do we have anything else to add to this at all? Or?
Nah, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and crown me winner this week.
Hey,
Okay.
really? I got something for the both of you.
Yeah, dude, eclaircise. Are you kidding me?
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah.
Like I don't have this wrapped up already.
All right, well, you know what? You got less than 30 seconds. Please, Dave, provide your escalator pitch. Remind us about eclaircise quick.
Okay.
Your Stairmaster
Eclaircise. It's working out with eclairs. It's doing facial gestures like Claire Danes. It's a new fitness revolution. We throw Billy Blanks in there. We set it up to 11, and it's it. It's just changing lives here. It's eclaircise. It sounds great. And you know what else? It could also just be the size of something that's an eclair. Like, how big a piece of pie do you want? No, give me an eclair size slice. Claire size.
Get cream filled.
Yeah, fill with some cream. Throw some cream in there. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate a little.
All right. Witzelschutz, please.
God, you guys can't even say it.
Just fucking do it.
Okay, Witzelsucht. All right. The thing is like when you come across a word that just so clearly defines the condition of a dear friend that you do a weekly podcast with, you're going to take that word, whether it's German, Spanish, French, Klingon, like you're going to take that word and you're going to make it part of your vernacular just so you can help that person, finally figure out like, hey, you shouldn't be doing dick jokes at a funeral, or like, you don't need to be doing a pun here in this, government audit that you're going through. So I'm glad there's a word for this condition because I think we've all been affected by, knowing someone that suffers from it. And it's a good word.
All right.
Got a nice sound to it.
Good.
Hey, Dave, did I ever tell you what the word blackcock meant?
All right. Me, Gymkhana. I mean, come on. It's cool. You have horses, you have cars. We had a lot of other stuff. It sounds great. It's a combination of Star Trek's Khan and gyms, Claire Danes. That's it. Lock it up. Gymkhana. Bob, sesquipedalian, go.
It's got a ton of syllables, and it's awesome. It starts with an S, ends with an N, and there's an esquipedalia right in the middle. Boom!
Good.
Sesquipedalia.
All right, let's get some fucking votes up in here. Dave, you go first. You have to pick between Witzelsucht, Gymkhana, and sesquipedalian.
I'm gonna have to go with Witzelsucht for number 1, and Bob's word for number 2.
Sesquipedalia!
I mean, Gymkhana is pretty cool because I would love to see what kind of like grunty language some gym teachers could come up with, but yeah, sorry there, Mike.
Whatever. You're dead to me. Ryan, you have to pick between eclaircise, Gymkhana, and sesquipedalian.
Yeah, it really is kind of self-evident to me that eclaircise comes out. I mean,
it's pretty good,
love
man.
An eclair.
Like I'm not an asshole. I don't want to have I'm not. Ego isn't me. But like, man, that's just a fucking awesome word.
Yeah, sometimes you just know.
Yeah.
And then the other two words are actually also God. Every week, fucking bring in the hammer. But Gymkhana, I like that one a little bit better just because I almost think that it could be like some kind of exercise movement, like Gymkhana, like Zumba.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally go for it. It's it's got a nice sound to it.
All right, I have to pick between eclaircise, Witzelsucht, and sesquipedalian. I unfortunately, sadly, do have to go with eclaircise as my number 1. It just... I've got a thing for Claire. I got a thing for Claire Danes now. It's like she's like my Gina Davis this week. Oh God, now I just remembered Gina Davis. I have way too much room in my heart. I'm learning. And then my number 2 is I think I got to go Witzelsucht. I'm really mad at you, Ryan, because this is definitely German, and you
are not voting for my word because you can't say it.
This is partially true, but yeah,
and he can't.
Just try it. So. Give it a whirl.
Is that
your vote?
Bob, no. What do you... Bob, you have to pick between eclaircise, Witzelsucht, and Gymkhana.
Because I can say it, sesquipedalia,
no,
right there.
No, God damn it, no.
You sure?
No, you don't even have time for this. Come on.
Fine. Number 1 is... let's go backwards. Number 2 is sesquipedalian. Number 2 is Gymkhana.
Whoa.
Number 1... Eclaircise.
All right. Congratulations, Dave. You're such a bastard. Congratulations. You did deserve it. It's a good word. Eclaircise wins Claire Danes and everybody else's hearts. Bob, if people want to write into us to join the Claire Danes fan club, how do they do that?
Well, the Claire Danes fan club online is at wordrango@gmail.com if you want to send us an email. We're also online other places like twitter.com/wordrango, facebook.com/wordrango. Want to seriously thank some people this week like Phantasium Comics and Games for our kick-ass King of Tokyo tournament. And do you know who the King of Tokyo is? That's correct. It's not me.
Yeah,
I came in third.
third.
Yeah, it's very sad. But Paula and company over to Phantasium Comics and Games were very gracious to us as we were loud and obnoxious. And when I say we, I mean me. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can probably guess. I did scare the crap out of some people when I did that at the table, though. Our winner, first place, was Fred Scheiderer. Second place, our runner-up, was Mike Piggott, and your runner-up was one Mr. Bob Ball.
All right.
We had a bunch of fun. Thanks for everybody for coming out.
That's awesome.
As far as Twitter love this week, I would like to thank the following list. Drunk Dorks, Two Dope Girls Podcast, Tower Babblecast, You Say We Say, The Optimism Club, Julia W.D. Harrison, Keith and Julia, Rowan Kaiser, Phantasium Comics, Sailor Tweak, James Taylor _87, who said, finally, something to alleviate the boredom. Having no you and I gets boring. At Word Rango, this better be good. # no pressure. I'm guessing it was, and I'm also guessing that you and I means having no unicorns gets boring.
It's true. My life is so boring.
I agree. Obo Crazy said, for awesome words and horrible accents, listen to At Word Rango.
Oi, mate! I put shrimp on the barbie!
Oh shit! Is that an Australian fire?
Yes, drunk mid-16th century farmer. Also this week, I also want to thank Glib Shark. And if you're going to be in the area of the internet, next Tuesday, which is June 10th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, if you go to glibshark.com, they're going to have an interview program with someone you know who might be talking to you right now.
Now we all have to talk at the same time and they won't know. I'm talking. Fuck you, Ryan. Fuck you, Dave. Fuck you guys. Fuck you both. Bob, patch in words from them. Just do it.
If you need more Bob Ball in your diet, June 10th, Glib Shark. They record it, but then they put it back on the internet later. So if you're not available, hey, I don't blame you. I might not be there either. And if on our Twitter list you think, why didn't they mention me? I listen to them all the time. Well, it's because you didn't tweet or tweet about us or retweet us. Seriously, if you put at Word Rango in a tweet, even if you hated us, we'll probably still say thanks because bad press is still press.
I know.
So yeah, that, and guess what? You can also listen to this on the internet, wordrango.com, and bit.ly/wordrango will take you right to our iTunes page.
And at that point, you can rate it 5 stars and leave us a review. You can also get RSS feeds if you want to download the show to your Android devices and other sorts of things like Windows Phone. No one needs
toasters,
Wi-Fi enabled fridges, yeah. And you'll do that also at wordrango.com. We can also get us on Stitcher. There's a lot of options with that. And with that, thank you all for listening. We're gonna have 4 more words for you next week. Once again, congratulations, Dave. May we all find the little centaurs in our lives. Bring me up, Claire Danes. This has been Word Rango.
Centaurs? Is that like a guar?
Yeah,
centaur?
Centaur.
Centaurs dance like no one is watching.
It's even better.